Alright, man. It feels so good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. It feels so good to be back. For those of you guys who are just tuning in on YouTube, I haven't played this game in 3 months. Okay, and from the title of this video, again, from those of you guys watching on YouTube, I owe you an explanation as to where I've been, right? So, the last time I have not turned on my PS5 for literally 3 months. Since middle of October last year. Since middle of October of 2021, I have not turned on my PS5, and the reason for that was that day. I remember that day I turned on my PS5 and I played about 4 hours of The Last of Us. For those of you guys who don't know the game, it's like a one-player game. I played 4 hours of The Last of Us, and then after that I played another. I switched to right after that I switched to fighters. I said, you know what, I'm in the mood to play some fighters. I'm gonna switch out of, The Last of Us, and I'm gonna call it, save the game, call it, and I'm gonna jump into some fighters. I wanna practice some solo TODs. And it's funny because Goku Black was the last character that I played with in fighters, when it comes to, doing solo TODs. And at that time I was trying to learn various solo TODs, one of them being Goku Black, and I was trying to learn a bunch of other solo TODs with other characters like Gogeta. I mean, I mastered Gogeta, I mastered 21, even though I still need practice with those guys. I haven't fully mastered it. I just need more practice. You know what I'm saying? Need more practice with those guys. I've mastered a solo Z Broly TOD. I need more practice with that. But it's funny because Goku Black was one of the last characters that I played in mastering a TOD before I took off for like 3 months. So anyways, long story short, I said, you know what, I had already played 4 hours of Last of Us on that day. And I'm talking, this was like back in October, middle of October 2021. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna jump into some fighters. I want to practice the Goku Black TOD. I got it down. I want to practice the Goku TOD. There was a Goku Black solo TOD that I wanted to learn where he does a vanish and then he die kicks and into the level 3. I didn't know how that worked. It took me 2 hours to figure it out how that worked. Apparently you have to be like quarter screen in order for it to work. But yeah, so I played for another, and so I spent all that time practicing, and then when I finally got it down, I just kept on practicing. But little did I know that I was kind of overdoing it. Before I knew it, it was like 6 hours. Another 6 hours have went by. So pretty much, I was basically playing for 10 hours straight on the PS5, and I had no break whatsoever. I didn't even give my hand a break, my fingers a break, and what happened was I destroyed my hand. I woke up the next day, my thumb was completely gone. Like, it was to a point where I couldn't even fucking lift a box. And so that day, I remember I came home from work, and I was just like, you know what, I better stop playing the video games. For the safety of my hand. I better, not only for my hand, but for my health and for my mental health and all that stuff. Better take a break. And this is something that I learned, ladies and gentlemen. It's always good to take a break once in a while. One of the things I learned is not only that, but one of the things I learned was to not play continuously, right? Don't do what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Don't play for 10 hours continuously without giving your hand a break, because what happens is you end up destroying your hand, and next thing you know, you are sitting there wondering if you'll ever come back to playing video games again, you know. And as you guys know, like, as far as this game goes, I love playing games, right? For those of you who don't know, I love playing games. When it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's one of my favorite fighting games of all time. So when back in the middle of October, when I destroyed my hand, I was kind of worried. Like, I got concerned, like, am I ever gonna play FighterZ again? Like, is this it, right? And so I was just like, oh man, like, if this is it, like, it's gonna be a pretty, it's gonna suck, you know, like, it's gonna really suck, right? Because I love playing FighterZ, I love playing FighterZ, and, you know, and I love this game, right? So I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to take a break for at least a month and see what happens. 1 month goes by, 2 months. I said, you know what, I said, you know what, I'm not ready to come back yet. I'm just like, I mean, I was feeling by after a month or two, I was feeling a little bit better, but I just got lazy, man. Like, I just got lazy, and then, you know, next thing you know, 3 months go by. It's the new year, which, by the way, Happy New Year to y'all at the time of this recording. So, and next thing you know, it's like 3 months I have not even turned on my PS5. So 3 months, literally 3 months. Like, I literally have the fucking, what's this game called? Demon Slayer. I literally bought Demon Slayer 2 months ago, and I still have it brand new, wrapped in a wrapper. Like, it's not even been opened yet. I have not even played it yet. My original plan was to record the ranked matches and then stream the story mode. But because of what happened, due to the circumstances of what happened, I was literally sitting in my cabinet, like, collecting dust. So I didn't even, honestly, like, I did not even fire up my PS5 till like now. At the time of this recording, this is the first time in 3 months, or in over 3 months, that I fired up the PS5. And yeah, I mean, I did return to gaming around middle of November, because the new Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out for the Nintendo Switch, and I already had that pre-ordered. So I was like, you know what, I'm feeling a lot better. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is right around the corner. It's out. I pre-ordered it. Let's start on that. And then once we complete that, then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll jump back into FighterZ. And then, so basically what had happened was I completed the game. Pokemon, I have both Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I completed those games. I'm just waiting to trade with some buddies. And then I said to myself, okay, you know what, now that that's done, the new year is almost upon us, and new year equals new beginnings. So since it's going to be the new year, since it's going to be a brand new year soon, let's start fresh and let's make our return. And here I am, returning to this game. Also, I think I kind of tweeted out, because they're going to be dropping another DLC. What was that DLC again? Oh wait, Android 21. They're going to be dropping Android 21 Lab Coat DLC for this game. I don't know when. But this was according to where did I see it? The Japan finals. The finals in Japan. I think it was who won that? Was it Fenrich that won that? who won that tournament, because they had a tournament for fighters in Japan. They had some of the best fighters there. Goichi, Fenrich, bunch of other guys. Surprisingly, I think Goichi came up short. Yeah, Goichi came up short. I remember watching clips of that, and it was really surprising because Goichi, being such a good player, not only he's a good player, but he's a good defensive player. Like his block strings are literally incredible, which makes him one of the best players in this game. Lost out, came short. I was like, wait, what? Like Goichi came up short? That's the first. That's the first. I mean, because when it comes to Goichi, right? When you guys think of Goichi, I don't know for you guys, but for me, like when you bring up Goichi, one of the first things I think about was that match that he had with Leffen. It was back at what, Evo 2018 or 2019, in the was it the semifinals? I think it was the semifinals. You know, where they were both down to their last characters. It was, I think, Goichi and his Bardock versus Leffen and his 21. Which, by the way, a lot of players in Japan are using 21. Speaking of that, and as a 21 main, you know, as a 21 main, when I saw the DLC drop for Lab Coat 21, I literally was like, is it time? Like, is it time to return? Right? Is it time to return to play Android 21? But as a 21 main, I'm really excited for the new DLC just because I mained the Majin version, which is like my favorite version of 21. So to have double 21 and then obviously have Z Broly is going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. But I'm still trying to get used to, like, I'm still, like this, like I said, this is me coming back months later, right? So I'm a little bit rusty. I'm a little bit rusty, not gonna lie. I'm just right now, I'm not going to be doing any solo TODs, not yet. Slowly I'm gonna work my way back to it, but I mean, like I said, this is the first time in months since I come back, so for me to jump in right away and practice another solo TOD or jump in right away and do another ranked match is going to be kind of difficult for me because, like I said, I haven't played this game in like months, so I'm a little bit rusty. I'm a little bit rusty, but then again, I was never really good at the game in the first place, so what do I have to lose, right? But I will be doing some, when I'm ready, right, obviously I'm going to be doing some, I'm going to be jumping back into the ranked matches. And I'm going to be doing ranked matches, and then I'm going to be doing some casual matches, but most of the time I will be doing kind of casual matches just to build off the rust, you know, just to build off the rust. I'm going to, you know, do some casual matches. Actually, I have a really good idea of what I want to do next for some casual matches. So with that being said, we're going to be doing that. But overall, I'm going to take it easy, and yeah, stay tuned for some more casual matches, ranked matches, and all that stuff, and down the road. And if you guys already have not been following me on social media, make sure you guys go follow me on social media. Links will be in the link in description below, and I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video for those of you guys watching on YouTube. Cheers.